get a few viewers in, and then we'll open
Yeah.
it up. What's up, Zoom? Yeah, I know.
Looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Imola's a good track. I just
Yeah, and
don't.
I like the format. I think it's new.
Oh, it's good. It's good what Tom's done. To be fair, with the starting grid backwards, throwing it into a sprint for the main grid. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be. It's a really good idea.
Just gonna get the results up from the last few races.
I've just had a few laps around Imola with him on the practice just to get a feel for the track, and I mean, it's a fast track. A few little chicanes. It's gonna be. I think it could throw a few spanners in the work. I reckon we could see
Yeah, I
some
think it could
people.
be a wet one.
Yeah, I think we could see potentially see some people in maybe the top five that you might not normally see up there.
Might need to get the boats out as well.
Yeah, yeah, get the kayaks out.
It's not still underwater, is it, Imola? It's not
Uh,
too early to be making those jokes.
no, I think it's gone now, but it was bad, wasn't it? You could just about see the roof of some of the canopies
Yeah,
on flipping.
I think they should have still raced. Verstappen would have still won.
Yeah, uh, had an OP boat or something. Do an F1 boat race.
Yeah, exactly. With those engines.
Yeah.
Sean says, let the haters hate.
Let the haters hate.
What could he be referring to with that? Who are the haters? More on this soon.
Right, welcome to
Mr.
everybody.
Pickle is the haters. So,
Uh, welcome to everyone in the stream at the moment. Do a little bit of explaining what's going on tonight because it's a slightly different one. We have no qualifying. It's going to be a sprint race in reverse grid based on the driver's standings. So as the driver's standings are now, the grid will be reversed, which I'll show you now how we are looking. So first we got CR, we got Brummy, Nico second, third Mr. Zoom, fourth Baggy, fifth Shadow, sixth is Trix, seventh is Hammer, eighth is Husey, nine Kizza, 10th is D Freeman, 11th 50 Gent, can never get that name right. 12th Metal Saviour, 13th is Raven, 14th is Sean, 15th is LFC, 16th Adam, 17th Matty Clem, boo, keep him back there. 18th is Mr. Pickle, 19th is Ash, and 20th is OMG. It's Strixels. So that's how we're lining up for the sprint race, and however that finishes will be how we start the main race. So bit of a change up there. Really good thinking by Tom.
I'm going to be keeping my eye on Adam. I think he could really work his way through the grid here.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he's got some serious pace in that Alpha Tauri.
yeah. He's been good. He's been really good. LFC was really good a couple of weeks ago at Bahrain, where we had the
But can you really
commentary.
trust someone who plays with that camera angle? I don't think so.
uh, he had to be fair, it was really actually Adam won that just over LFC. He had a really good overtaking with I think it was last lap but one. second to last lap to
Nice.
go. That was really good out at the front there. I can't remember who was. Adam actually was at third at one point, with probably about five or so laps to go. He was at the back of the grid earlier on in the race, so he'd done really well to come through. I think Zoom could surprise us today, though. I think Zoom's got Imola in the bag.
He's always got something up his sleeve.
Good, good tactics by the Hammer, but he does sometimes have a bit of a mistake in his locker. So hopefully we don't see that today.
He's a consistent bottle job.
Yeah,
I hope he's listening too.
Gotta be consistent or something. Metal. Where do you put Metal today?
Oh, it's a really difficult one. What is the position he's starting again? Let me.
So he's 12th on the grid for the sprint race. I think he'll probably be middle of the pack out of the sprint race into qualifying.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm going to go
into the
bold
race.
here. I
Go on.
think he will DNF in the sprint.
Do you think?
Yeah, but I think in the main race, he'll really pull it back and it'll be a driver of the day performance.
From Metal.
Bold prediction out there early. There he is in the chat, voicing his opinion.
50 and Raven have got a really good starting position together on the sprint. I mean, one behind the other. So
And I've always rated Raven as well.
yeah, Raven's a good racer, really good racer.
It's a shame he supports Man United. But we can't all be perfect.
We can't all support Villa, can we?
I agree to disagree there. From a Geordie.
Sure.
Sean is saying Man United are the best.
I mean, I wouldn't say that at
Sean
the minute.
clearly
Sean.
didn't go to school.
Sean is clearly a bit deceived at the minute. Probably had a bang on the head. Sean, are you alright to be racing today? Sure you haven't got concussion or something? Right, I'm going to head over now to the sprint. No, I'm just a clown. A bit like your manager then, mate, to be honest. He's a bit of a clown, isn't he? Most United fans would say, well, no, sorry, not you. I didn't mean your manager, actually. It's your owners, and it's your owners that are the problem.
Eric, 10 months.
Glazers out. I agree, man. It's a shame for United. Probably one of the biggest clubs in the world. And anyway, what are we talking about football? What are we doing, guys? This is F1. Shut up, Sean. If you want to talk football, go to FIFA.
Will we be having the formation up here?
I do not think we will.
Let's see if Mr. Zoom lets us know in the chat.
Everyone getting lined up now, looking their spectator seats. Stewards are ready. We're ready. Are the racers ready?
I've never been more ready.
Drop some hype in the chat if you're ready for this sprint.
It looks like a dry race also.
It does so far. That can change.
In Imola it can always change, yeah.
I'd like to see a little bit of rain. I'd like to see a little
Hopefully
bit
we can find out what it'll be like for the main race soon as well. I would like to see a wet main race, because then they would have to consider setups for the sprint even though it's dry.
Yeah.
Would they sabotage their sprint, or will they try and use the sprint to their advantage and gain more positions using a dry setup but risking the main race? Like I said, we don't know what the weather is going to be, so
Have to wait and see on that front. I guess they have more of an idea than us at the moment.
I'm going to see if anyone... Oh, I'm going to see if I
Here
can
we
look
go.
at someone's stream. Oh,
Here they are lined up on the grid.
and it is a formation that.
Yeah, it is a formation.
If it
lap,
isn't a
apologies.
formation, that's an incredible start from the Ferrari.
If it's not a formation lap, I think we're going to have a lot of steward inquiries about weaving down the straight as well, to be honest. So.
Yeah, yeah. He's not behaving very well here. Yet no contact.
So
It can be done.
Who did you have your money on? Adam. Let's go and have a look at
Yeah,
Adam.
I don't think he'll win the sprint. I think the sprint Zach will win.
Yeah.
FPS tricks. That is my prediction for the sprint, but I'd like to see Dom do well as well. Former champion of Bunker. Someone has spun on the formation lap, a Mercedes.
Mercedes.
I think it might have been Metal Savior.
Let's go and have a look at Saviour.
Or it looked like a Mercedes.
Oh, maybe it was the Aston Martin of
Oh, could have been, yeah.
right at the back. Not sure, but let's go back to the front of the pack and see everyone coming through. So the Ferrari out at front. As you know, this is back to front as the driver standing. So really, Brummy at the front here has got it all to do. A lot of pressure coming from behind him, really. You've got your likes of Adam, LFC, Raven, Jack, Trix, Delta. They're all going to be pushing. Zoom. Good race on his day, so let's see. See, I didn't mention you, Clemmer, because I don't like it. Oh, someone's spun on the grid. It is a Red Bull that has spun on the grid. And
Baggy has been disqualified.
Baggy has been
Kids are disqualified.
Two cars.
Their tyres are going to be cold on this start.
Adam was disqualified. Oh my god, that's massive. That is huge. Adam's got it all to do in the race.
Really throwing my prediction out the window.
As Croft did say, it is lights out and away we go.
Ooh, Raven and Metal Savior with jump starts.
It's a brilliant start for the Ferrari up front, Brummy. But we got a dive bomb down the inside. That is Baggy. Dive bombing on Brummy. He's got ahead. And we've got a spinner. We have a spinner. That is Dom. Oh no, sorry, it's not. That is Mr. Zoom. Down to 20th. Spun on turn 3. Let's go back.
A lot of argy-bargy on this first lap here. Lots of damage, drive-through penalties. We've got a real stinker.
That is dreadful for Zoom. Starting off at 3rd, back in 20th. Possible race strategies for Zoom now is, as you can see on the bottom there, we have 2 time penalties, 1 for Saviour. Let's have a look what they are.
Sean has gone up 8 positions so far. Oh, 7 now, after FPS Tricks overtakes him.
Nico and Zoom. Nico and Zoom both going out, dropping 16 positions each there.
Maybe they came together on the start.
Yeah.
For it to be so parallel.
A lot of people taking that early pit here. We've got Raven, Ash, Jack.
Raven will just be driving through, I believe.
Nico, 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just getting rid of them.
Same for Metal Savior.
So, majority of people starting on the mediums here. A few people changing to the softs now. They're going to be at the back of the pack. So, and Clemo on the hards. What is his plan? Let's jump up to Shadow. Seas. Out in front. Right. 5-second penalty for Raven. Still sat on him now. Shadow sets the fastest lap 118.
Oh, sorry, my game has been telling me that second place was a minute and 20
Yeah.
seconds behind first,
I had
and
that
it's
though.
just changed. I've been trying to figure that out for this for this full time.
You had Baggy in third that was like a second behind. And then
Yeah,
the rest of them a minute, yeah, I said that.
I was really
A
confused.
little bit of telemetry issues there, guys. Really. Apologise. Oh, 50 Gent DNF.
When did that happen? Did he retire in the pit?
Levi Hughes is in the pits now.
Yeah, I knew Dom could do well. You can probably hear me saying this, which means he's going to spotlight. There is an Alpine by the looks of it going slow. Where it's come back up to pace now. Just watching on the track now.
Got Jack and Metal. Metal's dropped down too. Metal's dropped down a lot of places there. What's happening?
Oh,
At the back
BSC.
there? Oh, Metal is off. Metal is off the track. Still in front of Nico. Who had a few issues at the start, but it's
Any
okay.
damage on that car?
That's
There is no front wing. That'll save you will have to pit. People getting 5-second penalties here. Sean, Kizza and Raven all have 5 seconds. Marty Clem with 3, which is a track limits violation. I saw that one.
And Brummy is slipping down the path there. What's happened to Brummy? And Brummy has had a spin out. There is a safety car on the track in front of Brummy here. Just sat waiting for the car. So is this going to turn from a virtual
It's only a
to
VSC though.
Is it going to turn to a full safety car after this lap? We don't know, but that could be an issue. That could be a
Sean's
huge
just got
issue.
3 seconds.
We have a safety car sat on the track under virtual. This could be a huge problem.
Yeah, I can see it on the map now as well. Try through speeding under safety car.
So
I think Sean is as confused as we are.
So I guess what he's waiting for is for the people in the pit. He shouldn't be still. Why is it?
I think it shouldn't be there at all. I think this.
I think
is a
we
glitch.
may have a bit of an issue here. What a disaster! This is Metal coming out of the pits, replaced his front wing. Let's see. Hopefully the team has told him that there is a safety car just around this corner. Yeah, still just sat there. And will this now? There you go. He just wanted the last person to overtake him. That is crazy. So now we're under.
That is really confusing.
Yeah. So the safety car was sat there waiting for the back markers to go through, so that he had them all in the one lap instead of it carrying on and letting the back markers through. But hey ho, we moved. Outer Shadow first, Don Freeman is second, Baggy for Life third, Pickle fourth, Adam fifth.
Pickle up 14 places here.
14. That is really
Rules up 13. Adam 11.
So you top 10, Zoom sitting in that 10th space. Yeah, I know.
He's retrieved some of his dignity after the start.
Yeah, definitely. Where did
And a
he
point,
actually?
well, he won't get a point for top 8, will he? For top 10, I mean. It's only top 8 in the sprint.
I believe it is, yeah.
Well, if he can hold this position in the main race, then that's a well-earned point for Mr. Zoom.
Yeah,
And a point for Alpine.
definitely. Levi Hughes saying
Every little
15th
helps.
his team, mate. This is going to bunch them back together though, so can he make a move? Who makes the first move? Raven sat in 11th behind Mr. Zoom, so Zoom's going to have a lot of pressure from behind him, but
Raven has got 5 seconds to work through as well.
he has.
Oh, Raven must have been kicked from the session. He's just rejoined there. Despite not being in the session, still gained 2 places during the sprint. So not all doom and gloom for Raven.
Look at that for a view. Look at that. Is
Truly
they coming up the
beautiful.
hill now under safety car? Will it be in this
Track
lap?
I would love to visit this one.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely beautiful track.
Hopefully when it's not underwater, but
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers.
Let's go back to Zoom and see who he has around him. So LFC and Raven behind him. Jack's sitting in 13th behind them. So on the restart, I think this is going to be the ones to watch. Delta up
Yeah,
front
I
with
think
Dom.
LFC is going to be a rocket here on the restart. We see it in this lap? It would have said by now, wouldn't it? Looks like we're doing another round.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, never mind. That came in really late. Delta will now have to back up the pack. Raven has left the session again.
Oh, we've got a bit of contact there, and
Oh,
then the
bit
car's
naughty
actually
there.
stopping. Definitely a bit
I
naughty
think
there by Delta.
Dom has damage there. Oh, there is a car in that front three that has
Narrow
damage.
way again. So, are we going to see many overtakes on this restart?
Yes, it is the Aston Martin that is damaged.
Yeah, baggy.
And Mr. Pickle going for the move.
And Pickle just not being able to make that stick there on the
Baggy
outside.
staying ahead there.
He does have damage to the left hand side of that wing, and he has made it stick this time. So Pickle ahead of Baggy, through into turn 5 I believe there, and now up the hill through the straight, and we got another safety car. What has happened there? Mr. Zoom's DNF'd. What's happened to Mr. Zoom?
No!
We have missed that. We have missed that. So that was a battle of...
Missed Mr. Zoom.
So where do we see? Where's Raven? Raven's dropped a few places. Was that an issue between them two? Does Raven?
Well, I think Raven is having some connection issues at the moment, which could explain his performance.
Yeah.
And if he's not having connection issues, then I truly apologise for berating you there, Raven.
Let's go and see. Jump on board with Raven.
Let's see if we can get an exclusive word from Mr. Zoom. Are you there, Tom? That must be connection issues.
We'll see if we can get a word from him now. Bear me 2 seconds. Mr. Zoom, what's happened there?
Ah,
Then?
there
Can we
he
get an
is.
exclusive word from you there?
Absolutely not. Zach decided to go all over the track, and then I had to slow down, and then everyone behind me caught up, and then
Dom has been
out
disqualified
of
from the
position.
session for
Yeah,
overtaking
we've
the
got a
safety
car
car.
sat still.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
This is a good and Levi. So that's Dom, 50, Zoom and Levi all been DNF'd in the sprint within really what you'd expect to be the calm part of the race, but the middle part of this sprint session has been very, very entertaining. Unfortunately not for you, Mr. Zoom. Thank you for your word, and we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Good sport as always there.
Let's jump on
Hopefully we
board
get to
with
see a good
Jack.
point of view of this this incident between Mr. Zuma and Zach. I guess we'll never know. Oh, we should have asked him what's happened at the start. Sean has left the session. Raven has joined the session.
So Raven definitely having some issues with the connectivity here, but under safety car, so we're again going to bunch this pack back up. We're probably going to get a few laps of racing in. Well, 2 laps of racing if it comes
Yeah, I
in
think
this
it'll
lap.
bring it in straight away, to be honest. I don't even think they'll go around once. But I've been wrong before.
Yeah, I mean, they need to all bunch up really, but in sector 2 just to make sure. So you've got Metal sat at the back there. They all need to get this pack bunched up.
They're not too far away from
No,
each other, to be fair.
no. But Metal will want to be on the bumper, on the gearbox of all these other cars just to try and
Yeah.
make a move.
Sean is back into the session, I believe, so... The real winners here have been Mr. Pickle and Rules, who are up 15 and 16 places respectively.
That's really good. That is. That's.
Adam and Matty up 11.
I mean, with a reverse grid, they are the good drivers. They are the better drivers in this division, and you sort of expect it, but not. We did not expect this much action in the sprint race. Did you?
Yeah, I did not know. Tonight's big losers, obviously the 4 DNFers, but also Rogue Nico down 13.
Oh no.
Metal Saviour down 4. CRP Brummy down 6. He started on the front row.
Let's get back
P7's
on
not too
front.
bad though. I think that's still respectable.
The safety car is on its way in, so let's get ready for this restart. Shadow and Baggy out at the front here. Is he going to send it straight away?
It's not in this lap. Is
Uh,
it? Oh no, it is. It is. Sorry.
Yeah. And they're off. Baggy making a
Baggy
move down the side. Oh,
A really good start.
very
Another bit of
close there
contact
to
there by
making
the looks of it.
contact, yeah. Really good start from Baggy though. Really making the move, and bam, he has took that way too deep, and he's lost 2 spaces.
Oh,
Not and he's
that
took
is-
that deep.
Oh, and Delta's gone
also
off the
deep.
head as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Pickle now into P3, Rules into P2. 18
And we've
places
got another
gained
caution
now.
in sector 1. Who's this? That is Sean in the pits at the moment. Ash. What has happened to Ash? at the back
Position changes everywhere.
here? Ash is going
Brummy
really
down
slow
3.
through there. So
I'm gonna go on
Delta
board
just
with
sticks it
Pickle.
out at the front. That was really deep into
Oh,
turn.
Raven has DNF'd.
Yeah, he's been having issues from the start. That's no surprise, but
We won't get another safety car, not in the sprint. So we will be racing until the end.
OMG's taking chunks off here.
Yeah,
Right on the
very-
gearbox coming into the
very
DRS zone,
close
but
top
I don't
3.
think they'll have
Top 4 actually.
DRS at the moment because of that safety car, so we probably won't get a DRS. It's all about who has the most battery left, and he's making a move. That's
Oh.
OMG down the inside through turn 2 of Delta, and that puts him out in front, and he is really fast through here. Rixels, sorry.
Ooh, Adam has just nearly gone into the back.
Oh, and that's Jack who is
Oh.
out. And that's another caution in sector 1. So what has happened to Jack there, we cannot see at the moment.
Quite the chaotic race.
What has happened to Jack?
I'm not sure where he went off.
OMG has put absolute chunks on.
Yeah,
A
he's put a
second.
shift in here. 19 places gained.
And a second,
I mean-
1.2 seconds. I mean,
This is a
really for him.
Hamilton of Brazil sort of performance.
Yeah. And
DRS is being enabled.
just for that tiny little bit. I don't think it really makes
my
a
God.
difference, but there it is. Oh, and there's been an
Yeah,
accident after the. There's a lot of accidents here after the. Oh my God, the safety car will be out just to finish
the
them.
lap left.
Oh yeah, there is. Sorry. Oh no, there's not.
But
Oh,
they've taken the checkered flag.
they have.
I swear there was another lap there.
That is a
But-
crazy, crazy backwards sprint. And
Yeah, I've got to agree with the driver of the day there from the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a result! Huge for his first. I believe this is his first race in the league.
So that is the grid
Some
as
cars
it
were
lines up.
lapped.
That is the grid as it lines up there. So OMG in pole position. Pickle joining him on the front row of the grid. And then as you can see going down, so Mercedes not even getting in to the top 10. Metal finishes 11th, which is one space up for Metal, so that's a really good couple of laps after that middle.
Must be in the W13.
Yeah, so that is a bad day for Mercedes, unfortunately. Can they bring it back?
A good day for Ferrari almost. 2
It
points,
is, yeah.
and Brummy's still getting a point there, which is pretty decent there.
So it looks like .50 went into the back of Kiza in that sprint, and that's why 50 had to go out. That's what it looks like to me, but
I'm sure there'll be a lot of incidents for the stewards to review here, and we're not even in the main race yet.
I might just take a few days holiday on the after this race. Crazy sprint race. Let's hope that there's that much action for us to keep up with in the main race then, Kai.
I mean, you can only hope for more of the same, maybe with less DNFs.
Yeah, and here we are lining up on the grid.
Dom Freeman,
Through the
320.
formation lap now. 32 lap race.
This is going to be a tough one for all involved. But hopefully we can all keep it clean. Use the sprint to get some of that negative energy out. And this will be a completely clean race. We can only hope.
Oh, and that is a Ferrari there, or sorry, an Alfa Romeo. Matty Clem taking it really wide on the formation lap, going off the track over the curb. Won't want to be doing that too often through this formation lap. Getting them pebbles on your tyres will take a lot of grip out going through that first chicane. We don't want to see an early safety car, Clem, so keep away
Big
from
gap
them.
forming behind Adam. I'm going to call it. I think this will be a rules win. I think he's going to convert this pole position.
Oh, getting a bit confused there of where they need to line up. And I think that is Adam. Oh, and that's Pickle. Disqualified. And LFC and Tricks. And Raven. All disqualified on the formation lap. But they're back in. We know how it goes. That's 5 lights up.
Oh,
Lights out.
Rummy with a jump start.
Let's go. brilliant start by OMG and a good start by Pickle.
Oh, lots of
Oh my, that is going to be a safety car. That is Nico out of the session.
a
And
lot of damage to 50 gent also.
50 has a lot of damage as well, and that is metal. They're giving that place back, I believe, because of the yellow flag. So that's a safety car out on lap 1. This is crazy. I promise you, everyone, we haven't set this up. This is just how mad this race has gone. So Dom up 5 places on lap 1 through 1 lap there. Nico down 10, obviously crashing, so starting off 10th and losing 10. Metal must have been involved in some way, shape or form because he's lost 8 places. And we got a mix of medium softs and only Levi sitting on the hard, so I guess he's going to hope for a prolonged session. Now these safety cars aren't really going to help him.
I think that might be a lot to ask for.
What are these penalties? 5 seconds and a drive through. Well, 5 seconds for 50 and a drive through penalty for Brummy. The drive through will be for the what you mentioned earlier, Kai, for jumping the start.
Yeah, I didn't actually see it myself. I just saw the penalty pop up.
And that is 50 into the pits, along with Kizza, Jack and Trix. Will they change their tyres whilst they're in here now? I think with how it's gone, I'd opt. Oh, they're jumping on hards here, so 50 and Jack jumping on the hards. I'd probably opt for the mediums at this point, but Jack's the master of all plans, so let's see how he goes. Kizza and Trix.
Well, we've still not seen the weather, so for all we know, it could rain towards the end, but I mean the sky looks pretty clear. Who's to say? Maybe we could ask Nico.
Get Nico in here. Gonna grab Nico for a quick chat. Hello, Nico. Nico. Nick.
So,
Yo.
What's up?
What happened there then?
I was actually about to message you to find out where you were.
Me? I am in the comms chat, commentating
How
in the
have
paddock.
I ended up in here?
I have dragged you in here to ask you what has happened there. So what happened on lap 1 and why are you out of the race? And can you tell us a bit more about what the teams are saying for the weather forecast today, as we haven't been given anything?
Weather is nice. People have been reminded to put the sun cream on. It's going to be a long one. Kimmy was expressing his disgust that he's not going to have to drink, and Ferrari are checking. So
What happened? How did you get knocked out of that then? So we saw you spin and hit
it's lag, I think, is the issue.
Oh, okay. So
Just before the race started, I think Christian was in front of me and it looked like he jumped the start. But then when we started, he didn't have the drive through, so he didn't jump the start. And he was a pain in the sprint race, pushing me off track. And then I just got squeezed, we bumped tyres, and then I started to spin. And at that point, I got on the grass, and then from there, it was just enjoy the ride.
yeah.
You were a passenger in that.
And then, yeah, then I was into the wall, and front left departed.
Not a very happy passenger.
Nah, unfortunately, you haven't had the best day today here, have you, at Imola?
No, I haven't. I've gone from, what was it, P2 to P19 in the sprint.
to then a
17.
DNF in the first lap. So
So a DNF, I didn't even make it to the
There's
first
6
corner.
cars in this lap.
all I'd say is don't put the lottery on tonight, okay?
But what if I win?
Well, you're not going to, not with your bad luck. Anyway, thank you.
Well, he might have gotten all of his bad luck out the way.
He might have. Bad things come in threes, and you've had
Put
three
the
bad
lottery,
things. So
put the lottery on, Nico.
yeah,
What numbers are you suggesting? Because I don't trust them.
go with
P19.
yeah. You've got to go 19,
Oh,
20, and 2. They've all got to be in there because they're your bad luck numbers. Right, safety cars in this lap. Thank you, Nico. I'll speak to you later.
Everybody else has gone.
Don't pick me out.
Bye. Love you. And we're back off racing again. So OMG out in front, Pickle behind him. It's a really good start
Oh,
out
good.
from there for
Any
OMG.
moves at this first corner? Oh, there is Metal Savior falling down the order here.
He just
He
needs
was
to
on
keep
the
it.
grass when I cut to him.
He just needs to keep it between the lines, stay steady, and he might get some points today with how this is going. I don't think we've seen the end of the crashes.
Definitely not. Who's your money on next to crash?
Who do we have around? I reckon it's got to be somewhere in the middle of the pack.
I
towards
think
the
Jack.
back.
Oh,
LFC.
Metal Savior has just dropped to the back of the grid there.
Yeah, I think he's going to play the conservative game early on. Hope that he can just pick people off as they decide to go over the white lines, I guess. So staying calm out in front, OMG, putting nearly a second onto Pickle now. So if he does, when DRS is enabled, Pickle won't have DRS and he'll be threatened from behind. With Delta, who looks like he will stay within that DRS zone. And that's rules putting a 118.6 on the board on the softs.
Oh, Brummy. Oh, he's doing his drive-through. I saw him falling down the order and thought there might be something going on.
There is somebody falling down the order, which is...
Adam has just gotten past LFC and made it up into 4th place.
Let's go and have a look at that. That was a really good battle last time around. Oh my god, he's put a big gap on him there already, hasn't he? So, who are we with now? LFC. Does LFC have damage?
Sean has left
No.
the session.
Raven has left the session. That's Clem out in 7th. Really just trying to stay. He just needs to stay a bit closer to Ash, yeah. As we come round into these laps that they're gonna enable DRS. How many laps do we have until DRS is enabled?
I think it could be
Another
this one.
One.
Yeah,
there
there
it is. Yeah, so Clem just
Gotta
dropping
go
out in
around
them last
again.
few kittle corners just for the DRS. So they need to go. Yeah, what you said. They need to go and hit that capture zone. Can he catch back up in this lap just to grab that DRS on Ash and stay in that train of the top 6? If not, the top 6 could run away with it. Yeah, and Ash is dropping out of the second on LFC. Adam is pushing to try and get that second on LFC, so it won't be a repeat of last week's battle, but
There's a big gap after Baggy.
not last week's, 2 weeks ago, sorry.
There's 2 separate trains in this race right now.
There is, yeah. So 2 weeks ago there was a big battle between LFC and Adam, but that is now a battle for 4th and 5th and not 1st and 2nd, where 1st OMG is still putting out time on Pickle. It looks like Pickle just using a bit of his ERS there, but he's actually got 63% remaining and he's throwing it down here trying to gain some time on Pickle, who has used a lot more ERS and only has 30% left. So is that going to be the twist in the tail? What do you think, Kai?
Sorry, could you repeat that to me? I was in a whirl of my own.
So OMG has used quite a lot of his ERS. He's only got 30% left, whereas Pickle is running on 50% at the minute. And he's staying about 1.7 seconds behind. Do you think this is going to be the twist in the tail to see who gets up there? And
I think it could be, yes, because as much as Rules' pace is pretty good right now, he's not managing that ARS as efficiently as he could be.
no.
And I think he might not be able to keep this up for the rest of this race for the
Got
full 32
Levi.
laps.
Levi going off there in between sector 1 and 2.
He's kept it going though.
He has kept it going. And Piccolo brought it back by 200ths of 200ths of a second. And it's just fluctuating between that at the minute. So Delta now coming around the last corner behind Pickle. He's going to get DRS here.
He's taking a lot of the curbs around that corner.
Yeah, and he's just been overtaken by Adam. Adam has gone in front of him. Poor corners there really by Delta.
And Adam is now looking at Mr. Pickle.
Oh, and Delta is
there.
out
Wow, I
of the
missed that.
session. I don't know what has happened
That's a
there.
very strange place to be in the wall there.
And that's a safety car coming out. That is a very, very strange place to be in the wall.
How has he ended up there?
I don't even know. I don't even see where he is.
Well, his car's gone now, but if you go on board with, if you were on board with Levi there, because where the DHL advertisements were in that corner,
A very
that
weird
is an
place.
interesting one.
And Brummy is going to get, very luckily here, he's going to get his drive-through penalty. Oh, that... He was in the pits before. He's going to do his drive-through penalty under safety car, which I don't think is allowed, but I think we're going to have to look at that.
I think
because
he can do it. Did he stop in the pit or did he just go straight through?
he stopped in the pit.
Oh, then it won't count. He'll have to go in again.
See, that is going to be very annoying for him because he went into the pits before the safety car was deployed. So he was in the pit lane when the safety car was deployed. That is going to be something that stewards will have to look into.
Yes.
OMG going into the pits here. Let's have a look at what tyres he's got on now. At the minute he has some softs on. What is he going to put on here? A set of mediums. So he's going to swap to the mediums under safety car. And he's rejoining. I believe there's a lot of people pitting, so I believe he's going to stay in 5th here on brand new mediums. Sorry, he has gone down to 6th because Jack on the hards, who have got a lot of life left in them, has just got out in front of him, and he's going to close that pack to some 8 lap old softs which are on baggy. So Jack must have pitted in the lap 1 safety car and swapped onto them hard, so that might be a really, really good idea. May have given a good shot at getting some serious points here.
It's going to be nice to get the pack bunched back up together as well.
Mm-hmm.
We did have those 2 separate trains forming, but we can bring them all into one now. How many laps of racing do you think we'll have before we get into the safety car? That is the
At
real
this
question.
rate, at this rate, probably another 5, and I wouldn't be surprised if with the packs bunched up, if we actually get another one near enough off the restart.
Well, Jack is back up to P5.
Yeah.
I think the pressure will get to him.
Do you think? Will he make a silly mistake, or will he hold out today at Imola?
I'll be keeping a close eye on him. Hopefully Dom can have a good restart and take himself back up to the top where he should have been at the end of that sprint.
And I'm hoping the safety car should be in this lap. Brummy on the mediums, Metal Savvy jumping onto some softs, Tricks putting some mediums on, and Kizzer at the back in 15th putting some softs on as well. Then you've got Mr. Zoom. Let's go and have a look where Mr. Zoom is in the pits again. I wonder why. Has what's happened to Zoom? Zoom is invisible and his pit crew have just walked off from the pit lane.
Oh, has he retired?
No, there he is, and now all of a sudden we're back on track with him. So, we were just watching his pit crew walk back into the garage then. Sorry, but a bit of boring information for you guys. He's just dropped on some hards. He's following Jack, and also following his teammate who went on him from the start. Well, from the first safety car. So is that an Alpine team decision to drop some hards on and try and last this out now and hope that everyone else has to pit again for some new tyres, or their tyres aren't fit enough for the end of the race and these can nick some spots on there? We don't know. We will find out. Safety cars aren't going to help them though. So
I'm
this
going to stay on board with OMG for the restart, to be honest. So I think he could eat Jack up. And the safety car is in this lap. I think we're going to get a bit of contact here on the start. But from who? And he's waiting until the last minute. And he's gone. Hammer has caught a really good restart on Baggy.
And he's making a move down the inside of Baggy here.
Oh,
and
but
will
Baggy's
he
straight
make
line
it?
speed is too
Oh.
high.
Really good straight line speed there. Probably using a little bit of his ERS just to stay ahead. And Jack trying to send it down the outside now. And will he make that one work? Yes. Jack makes it work. Oh no, he doesn't. Apologies. He was getting eaten up here by OMG. I thought he was making an overtake, but in fact he's getting overtaken. Around the outside comes OMG, and he has made that one stick. And up the hill, he goes ahead of Jack, and that puts Jack into 6th. He'll want to stay on the gearbox of the two Aston Martins here, but they are going to work together now. That's done with a 3-second penalty to try and pull themselves back up into there. And this is OMG making a move on his teammate, and he's made that one stick as well. So now Baggy's down into 5th, and just in that one lap, OMG takes 2 spaces from 6th up into 4th.
He is on a different level at the moment. Must be a favourite track of his. Oh, he's just good.
He just needs to. Has he just caught that capture zone? I don't believe he has. So we won't get DRS down this straight here. But the team behind him will. And this is Jack now making a move on Baggy.
I don't think DRS is enabled yet.
Oh, sorry, no, it isn't. Yeah, you're right. Stupid me.
Oh,
And that's
LFC
Jack.
going for a move on 50 Gent. He gets it done.
Jack making a move on Baggy there and gets that done. So the Mercedes now splitting the two Aston Martins. Baggy will want to take that space back ASAP. Let's have a look what's going on with Pickle and Adam at the front.
LFC just went very wide there. Oh, Dom has just kamikaze there into 50 Gent a little bit. No damage on either side, but that was a dubious little move from the Haas.
So
Baggy, 3 seconds.
that's not good for Baggy. Not where he's sitting. He's now dropped a lot of time off on Jack as well. So Jack is catching up with OMG a little bit.
Kizza has taken 50 Gent.
Just that straight line speed is just not there for the Mercedes, is it? And that is DRS enabled, so
Dom is looking to get past the Ferrari. Ferrari looks to be faster on the straight line. Oh, but he gets the move done. Oh, LFC has a spin, I believe. Down to P50, P16 for LFC. I think he might have kept it free of damage. Oh, although I'm not
Apologies
too
there, I was
oh, no.
slightly AFK, but Adam has spun there from first, has lost the place to Pickle, and then in the next turn lost all his rear grip, and has put it 90 degrees, not far off going into the wall, but just saves it, putting him back into 7th. So one of our favourites to win this race has now just dropped back into 7th, and Pickle...
LFC has also just spun and tumbled down to 17th. That was during a battle with Dom. I don't know if there was any contact there.
Hopefully they don't have damage.
LFC does have damage. He has front wing damage.
Oh, no, that's
Missing
not good
end
for
plates.
LFC. Yeah, he does, on the left-hand side, so he'll lose a little bit of stability through the corners with that, but nothing too bad. And he's going to pit.
Dom's car
Is he going to
looks fine.
change this front wing? That's Baggy also in the pits. Zoom in 14th. Let's see if LFC is going to change this wing. Yes, he is.
Oh no, he's just retired.
Oh, he has. He's fully retired the car. That is not good. Maybe he's a bit annoyed.
Rules has gone down to P3. Have I missed something? Oh,
No,
and he's
he
just
was-
gone very wide there.
Yeah. he's-
Oh, Dom
And
going
he's
for the
gonna-
move on Sean. Not quite there, but he is right up the gearbox
Let's
of the
go.
Williams.
Let's go on board with Dom then. So just coming out of that corner, just shows you a little bit there, but he's putting it back on. And will he make a move into these final corners? Kyle, leave it with you.
Well, it's just coming round now. He will have DRS here and Sean will not. I think he could get this move done. That is another 3 seconds for Dom there, so even though he's getting this move done now, he will have to make up 6 seconds now, I believe.
And that is a disaster.
Oh, and a spin
there is a
from
spin.
Rules. And that puts Hammer into first. What
So-
has happened there?
Jack just needs to keep his calm here now. He's got Pickle behind him on 14 lap old medium, so
He will have to pit again.
yeah, and Jack's going to have the time just to...
I think Jack will have to pit again as well.
Will he make these tyres last a little bit longer? Just put enough time in to try and keep that gap and let himself have near enough a next to free pit. He might have played this an absolute blinder by starting, well, under the second safety car, going on them hards. As I said earlier, Jackie's a master of the tactical game. Not a master at the driving game though, unfortunately.
Well, Ash has just gone on to the hards.
Are we going to get anyone
Could be a
pit here?
good position. I think Ash could get to the end on the tyres he's on.
On the hards, yeah. He's
Mr. Pickle going for the move. They're going to go side by side. Manage to avoid contact.
And as they come around here, he's going to get the inside line. He's up the side. Just his rear bumper, he's going to back out there. I think that was the smart move.
Smart move.
Very smart move.
Keeps himself in it. His tyres won't be there.
Oh, and
3
Jack's had
seconds.
a bit of tail
Oh.
happy there, and he has given the space there to Pickle. So
Grumbled
maybe we're
under the
wrong.
pressure.
Maybe them tyres are seeing a little bit more wear than we originally thought.
Fastest lap there from Ash. The 1:18.463.
11 seconds for Baggy on the penalty
Hammer
front.
going for it again. Is he gonna? Oh, he just pulls out.
He will get DRS, and there is DRS behind him also from Dom and Sean, and this is a really good front end battle between all of these. Could really go down to any.
Oh, I didn't realise how close the train was behind. I've been on board with Hammer.
And there's two of them into the
Oh.
pits there, so that's Pickle and Sean into the pits. You have
Dom.
Dom
can,
trying to make a move, but Dom does have penalties. I believe it's 3 seconds, and he makes the move.
I think it's 6.
Is it 6?
Oh no, yes, it's 6. Yeah, with
Yeah,
Dom.
is it?
Baggy has 11 seconds of penalties down in 14th. That'll be a tricky one for him.
So Jack losing that place to Dom, who's also on the mediums here. So
8 lap old mediums compared to Hammer's 15 lap old hards.
just over halfway through this race.
Mr. Pickle's gone on to hard tyres in the pits there. He can probably take this to the end now with only 15 laps remaining. I think Hammer will have to pit for medium.
Unless they're planning on another safety car at some point, but the race getting a lot more open now. Not as many people
Yeah.
bunched up.
I mean, that's not to say there can't be one. We know how hectic these races can be.
Yeah.
But Hammer stays out for now.
Jack with the DRS open here. Is he going to try and make a move into turn 2?
Dom's rear light is flashing. He must have low ERS.
Let's have a look through the grid then.
Rules has had a really good recovery back up in P4.
Yeah,
Behind
yeah, he
Raven,
has,
who has
yeah.
had a really good recovery. But this could just all resolve itself through pit stops here, so we might not know the true order of the grid until the final
And
flag.
there's a hell of a lot of penalties.
Yeah. And not to mention the ones that could come after the race also.
Yeah. So Jack actually sitting in first by 5 seconds nearly at the minute due to penalties. And I think he needs to remember that. Don't go and send it on them tyres and absolutely obliterate them.
But I don't think he can do another 14 laps on those tyres.
No, I don't think he can, but I don't think he has to. Then again, can they get that much out of these mediums? Will they need to pit again? Let's have a look how old the tyres
3
are.
seconds for Sean.
I don't think that they can. Their medians are going to last another. What?
Ravens left the
13
session.
laps on.
Matty Clem is getting a move done on Kizet for P6.
Yes, he is. Made that very easy and has also put a decent gap between them. So
There is a nice train at the back between Sean, Ash, Mr. Pickle, Sean, Ash, and Adam are all very close together. That's what I was
there's
trying to
Levi
say.
Hughes getting a penalty there as well. So
Just to add to the list.
zoom up into 10th now on them hards.
Well, that could be a well-earned point. Let's see if he can keep there.
Let's go and see what's going on here because this.
He's chasing down 50 Gen 2, who was on 17 lap old hards.
Pack just opening up there. I don't think them two, the Haas and the AlphaTauri, just don't look to have much straight line speed on the Williams and Red Bull. So the pack just opening out slightly there.
Dom is starting to drop Hammer.
Yeah.
Miss Zoom looks like he could be close to an overtake on 50 Gen.
Let's jump on
Let's see if he can get done with DRS.
He does get the DRS down the straight.
50 Gen could have a go at Brummy at the same time.
Tyler's real pace down here. He's going to clip the grass down slow right that.
Oh,
Try
there was a
to
caution.
in
Let's say
sector
it's fine.
3.
Oh,
and
he's got the move done.
Yeah, has made the move go. Made that move stick, so he's up into 8th now.
Oh, that could be a nice 3 points there. Or 4 points? Yeah, 4.
4, yeah.
Could be just what Alki need.
Yeah, Levi 15th. I think it's up to Tom to pick the points up here today. So everyone running medium and hards through this.
Oh, Hammer has put it in the wall there, and he's lost his front wing.
That is a disaster for Hammer.
Well, he's right by the pit entry, so this
He
could
needs
work
to
out
be
nicely
careful
for
here
him.
that this isn't an unsafe rejoin to the track, and
I
it's
think
not.
he
and he's
just got
in.
away with that. Well, I was saying you needed to pit anyway. That has forced him to make that decision early. Dom is 5 seconds ahead.
Brummy has
But
just took it really wide there. Tom not actually in the capture zone for DRS, but then on the entry to the DRS area. You had to the DRS marker, sorry, you had Brummy take it really wide, and Tom has really stuck it on his gearbox now.
Oh, Mr. Pickle and Adam are closing in on those slower cars of Mr. Zoom and Brummy.
They are, and will they make a move?
Oh, they're going side by side through there. Wheel to wheel.
And
This
Adam
might be helping Mr. Zoom
just
for the
makes it up
meantime.
just makes it out the better side of that battle there. So is Pickle gonna send it back on him? And
Ooh, Adam nearly hitting the back of Mr. Zoom there.
this is a really good battle between these four now. So again,
Oh,
really
I'm sure there is a little love tap. Oh, Ash is making it past 50 Jet. Mr. Pickle was looking to send it there on the Alpha Tauri. But this is where we will see all of the action take place.
Yeah, with this DRS, so yeah. So this could be a bit of a train, but who's got DRS and who's got the speed tricks in the pits, dropping on some
I think we
softs.
could see a safety car here.
Oh, and that is a brilliant move. Oh my god, look at that from Adam there, picking up 2 spaces down that little bit of the straight. That was an absolutely beautiful move by him.
And they keep it clean, which you just love to see.
Zoom's got pressure, oh my, and Zoom's had to go
Oh.
wide down onto the gravel, all because the Ferrari decided he wanted to hit his brakes, and the Ferrari not getting the rear traction there, and Mr. Zoom's going to take it. Now that is a bit of a shame for Zoom.
But he stays in the points.
He does. I'm going to stay with Zoom for a little while here and just see if he can
And
hold on to
he has
Zoom.
a bit of a cushion with Baggy having penalties. There was a little bit of contact between Baggy and Bunny there. A little bit of wheel bumping.
Oh, that's not a very good scan at all by Zoom there.
Rules is closing down this gap as well at the front.
Zoom could really do with making it past 50 here if he wants to try and catch back up with them on the
Kizza
penalties.
is going for a move on Levi Hughes.
That's 50 into
Which
the
he
pits
gets
on his
done.
hards, 20 old hours.
Brummy in the pits as well.
See the top 4 on these 14 lap old tyres, I don't think they're going to make it to the end, none of them, not on the mediums or on the hards at the minute.
He's got 10 more laps to do on 13 lap old hards. I think he can make it to the end on these tyres, but they'll be a bit dead. Mr. Pickle is in a very good position, quite the opposite of being in a pickle. He has 6 lap old hards with only 9 laps to go. Those tyres are going to see him comfortably reach the end.
This top 4 are going to have to pit again, surely. Seems like
Yeah,
keep
surely.
them tyres. They'll risk losing the tyres completely. And will Ash make a move now on the inside? Coming down the hill on this long sweeping
Oh,
right,
he's
and
going
he
to
has
give it a
Oh, there's
go.
little
Bit of wheel
tap here.
bumping.
And he's through and really make it stick throughout these last 2 corners. And has he got it done before the DRS capture? And I don't think he did, so he
Ash
gets
has,
the DRS.
oh, that is cheeky, that. Especially with the wheel bumping as well.
Yeah.
It's very cheeky from Ash.
And Jack
You
just
never
making
trust a
us
man
nice
from Yorkshire.
and on Levi. Oh, Levi going into the pits. Jackie's up 2 spaces and he's really got him down now for Kiz.
I think he could be able to get back for a point here, Hammer.
Yeah, so do I. With some good
I think
driving
he
on
could.
the mediums.
My predictions are pitting maybe as high as P7 here for Hammer, if the cards go right.
Jack just being a little bit hold off here, that's a good idea. Doesn't want to go into the back of them and lose another front wing. I don't think they'll have any left in the garage. Oh, and he's sliding. I think he may have got a bit of a tap there from Trix, who is also sending it on Jack. So Trix is being very aggressive here. Goes a little bit too deep into that. And this is Jack making a move on the inside of Kizza, and he gets it done just before the chicane. It's going to leave him a little bit of work to do
Mr.
before the
Pickle
chicane,
will
because
have DRS on Ash now.
Pickle has DRS. And who's that? Oh, and he's just made a move back on Jack, so Jack now beyond Kizza again. As they come into the straight, has Jack got the DRS? No, he hasn't. Pickle has, Kizza has got the DRS, so 6-second penalty for Raven and for Dom. So as it stands, OMG, oh that is too deep. He's got to give that position back surely, and he won't be able to keep it anyway. Trick's really pushing it here, you know, and I think if he keeps doing this, we could see another safety car. And just
Those clouds are getting quite dark.
they are indeed.
I wonder if there's a possibility of a little bit of rain.
I hope so.
Could be why the mediums are holding out. Those two front runners.
Board here with Ash, who's going to try and make the move on Pickle down the straight. He goes on the inside of turn 1, pushes it on the inside of turn 2, gets the move done, pushes Pickle really out wide there, and he's gone and stuck a second and a half on him after the overtake. So that's a brilliant move there by Ash, and nothing doing in the ways of his overtake. Just a really good one.
I think if John pits, he could come out P7. But
Just, I don't know if he'll hold out until the rain. If there's going to be a forecast of rain at the end of the race.
Well, when we asked people, he didn't really give us that information, so we are
Sorry,
still
that is Adam
open
there
to
making a move on Clem as well. So now Adam up to 4th, 9 seconds behind Raven. Sorry, yeah, 9 seconds behind. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's only 3 seconds behind Raven. Raven 9 seconds behind OMG.
Or they could go on to soft tier, the medium runners there.
Is Clem going to make the move? No, he's going to get hesitant. He's going to hit the curb. That he's going to take a lot of traction out of them tyres. He should have stayed hesitant. He should have stayed away from his up bumper then, but he stays within the DRS zone. See if he can do this for the rest of the lap and pick that DRS up later. And that is Jack passing Kizza again. This is a good battle between these two. And Sean as well. The two Williams really battling with this Mercedes, trying to hold him back, but he has got past Sean now, so he's in 10th into the points. Through the first chicane, turns 3 and 4.
Levi is retired. A late safety car? No, he's retired in the pits, I believe.
Yeah, no safety.
That is a shame for Dom. That would have been perfect. Dom, if you can hear me, pit for softs. I think it might be your best chance here.
I don't know, because
To be
Penalties.
fair, if he can
yeah,
hold out another 4 laps,
they're both on mediums of the same age. It's just who's put more wear onto them. Oh,
caution,
and there is an
sector 1,
incident
2, and 3.
section
That is an
1.
Alpine. That is
That is the Alpine.
Mr. Zoom. No, it's not. Oh,
It
oh, I
wasn't
think
even.
that might. They sent the retired car back out in
Oh.
game, but they've just gotten rid of it. Stewart saying go on Dom. He does have penalties here, Stewart. So
At the minute, it is OMG out in front. Wait a second. 1.2 seconds. So
somebody is setting off the fireworks for OMG in my local area. He hasn't won yet, guys. Calm down. Levi had the fastest lap as well. Stewart saying he still thinks Rules will win. Well, can he keep the car on the road with these 20-lap-old mediums? They've got to be falling to pieces.
which is Metal, sat in 16th.
Not a great race for Metal Saviour.
Unfortunately not, no, and he does have penalties as well, so I think he's just racing.
What penalties is everyone on? Let's have a look. So we have Dom on 6 seconds, Raven on 6, Adam with 3, Matty Clem with 3, Ash with 6, Mr. Pickle with 8, Baggy with 11, Hannah
Jack.
with 3, Sean with 3, FPS Tricks with 3, Kizza with 3, and Metal Saviour with 9. That is all of our penalties.
Oh, and Jack has spun it on turn 5.
Oh,
Jack has
things you
spun it.
hate to see.
He was showing Mr. Zoom way too much respect through turn 3, and then he's just gone into turn 5 and spun the car.
Mr. Zoom could get some points here through penalties. I think he could take P8 from Baggy.
And Clem's gonna
And another
hit
3
himself
seconds
with a
from
penalty.
Martin.
Yeah, there's more penalties than not penalties on there.
Yeah,
It is a hard track. It is hard to keep it between the lines on this track. I'll give him that. I'll write
especially
penalty.
with the tyre wear.
Yeah,
The grip just isn't there sometimes.
and the speed you have to do to keep up with some of these drivers is impossible. I couldn't get it. I had more penalties, more void laps on the practice. Sean making a move on Mr. Zoom here. So Zoom now in 10th. With Jack 8 seconds behind him. Raven. Really trying to just stay in that DRS.
Oh, Dom had a little bit of a struggle through those last 2 corners there. I think he would have dropped quite a bit of tightness if it was a few tenths, it looks like. Really feeling the pressure of Rules here. He looks comfortable for P2 right now, but you know he would love that win.
Raven has got DRS here, but he has dropped below a second, so above a second, sorry, so he won't make a move, and I believe Adam will probably put a bit more time on him this lap, so not looking good. But you know the hat of Ash making a move on Clem makes it work. A little bit of work tapping, but he makes it work. And now in the back, you've got 50, battling with Kizza now. What's happened in sector 1?
It looked like an Alfa Romeo going slow, or a Ferrari, I think Alpha. Might
50
be red.
makes it past Kizza. Adam, another 3 seconds for Adam. Six seconds, we're at the top there.
Bagging
so
another 3 seconds, taking his total to 14. Not what he wants. Let's see if Dom can gain 1.3 seconds in this final lap to try and take the win off of Rules. But he looks to go deep in that chicane.
And Rules will be really pushing now. Let's have a look at what he's
I would
doing
like
with
to
his
know
ear.
what percent those tyres are on from Dom himself.
Dom has
Really
both,
pulled
they've
these
both
tyres to
really
the end.
used their ERS here. Just
23
needs Rules
laps
to
on
make a
those
mistake.
tyres. That is impressive in its own right. Delta Shadow saying he hates curves. 10-second time penalty for Metal Saviour for corner cutting.
We'll come back tomorrow to see when he finishes, but right now you have Dom takes first and Rules is going to stay within that 6 seconds, so that is really a win for Rules there. Dom down to second, Adam around the last corner. This is all going to be down to penalties. Across the line, Raven through just over 6 seconds behind. We're going to have to wait until the whole pack finishes here just to see what happens. But
Oh, unserved penalties.
Jack has spun right towards the
Oh,
end and has lost a load of spaces there. He's down to 13th.
Mr. Zoom looks like he's going to seal a point for Alpine.
He is indeed.
Takes the checkered flag. P10.
And that is a
We
disaster
love that
for
for
Jet.
Mr. Zoom.
Metal has finished a lap already because he was a lap behind, and well, that was Jack just giving his nose a little wiggle, and that is the race concluded. We'll have a
Very
look now what's
hectic.
happened. I mean, there is going to be a lot of reports here, I believe, for the stewards to look into. Driver of the day, Dom.
I think he deserves that driver of the day.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate to have those penalties.
Sean Savaloy, how are you? How is it going?
As we watch the Aston lift the trophy on the podium in his first race, Paul Bunker wins the sprint and the main race. Wow.
So there it is. OMG first, Adam second, Dom third, Pickle fourth, Raven fifth, Ash sixth, Matty Clem, boo, seventh, picking up some points for Alfa Romeo. Shadow in our eighth, picking up some more points for Alfa Romeo. That's not a bad result for them. Ninth, we've got LFC in the Ferrari. The other Ferrari dropping into 12th, so picking up no points. And the last of the points, is Baggy in the Aston Martin. Zoom dropping down to 13th. Is that due to penalties?
Oh wait, no, that's just overall.
Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. Yeah, because we had
Everybody
the sprint race
makes mistakes.
first. We had the sprint race first. I apologise. I can't tell you what it is because I'm stupid and I didn't see it. So. Right, so how did everyone feel about that race? Come on, let's get some comments in the chat. We won't have any hate. Don't want to hear your problems. Save that for bedtime tonight.
And we do want to hear your problems. Or I do anyway.
Who had a really good race then? Who can we pull in?
We could see if Dom.
No, Dom's done one. Let's get Mr. Zoom in for a chat.
Yeah.
Mr. Zoom picking up points, 10th.
1 point.
Well, sorry,
That's still a
1
point.
point. It's a point. How do you feel the race
Gets
went for you, Tom?
Alpine off the board.
I had an awful race, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah. It was terrible. Wrong place at the wrong time on a lot of occasions. So, just as I'm about to try and make a move on somebody, drivers on fresher tyres, like some of the front runners, would be coming off their pit stop, or I had a little spinner behind me, so I kept getting caught in, not in traffic, but with people behind, and I could have easily have probably gotten up the grid a lot earlier, but yeah, weren't to be. The sprint race was also a complete write-off for myself. I got spun into turn 1, so I started P4, P3, spun straight around to turn 1 to the back of the grid, and then on the safety car restart, got hit into a wall to cause another safety car. So
I think the
yeah,
sprint race was a
fun times.
disaster for everyone. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, we need to have a look at it and
I'm sure the stewards will do a
tell
good job.
people not to be so trigger happy. Like the amount of people that dived into turn 1. It's a long straight. But yeah, the amount of people that dived into turn 1 was just kind of unreal, to be honest with you.
Busy day for the stewards incoming.
Potentially, it depends who put the clips in. People like to moan and not do anything.
Yeah. I don't mind
Everyone
that.
loves a good moan.
Yeah, I'm only joking. No, we need. Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy track to race on, is it? It's around the turns. It's quite narrow to keep it in the lines. That's why we saw so many penalties. But
Yeah.
I think
I managed to gain a position. Did I not gain a position on Bagger?
no, he just stayed outside.
Just missed out,
Just
yeah.
missed.
Fuck
Just
you now.
just
I
about.
thought that position at the end, but yeah. He got away from me quite quickly.
Yeah.
So did most drivers. I think my pace dropped off after a couple of laps.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Looked like your friend Jack had a bit of an issue with his rear traction.
I'm not sure what happened then, to be fair. I know that I on that particular corner, I took it quite tight on the entrance and wide on the exit. I think he tried to do the opposite of what I did. And I think when he tried to get the switch back, he just lost his rears.
Yeah. He had a couple of
Which
them.
happens.
He had a couple of them. Unfortunately, that dropped him into 13th. So picking up no points for Mercedes.
I don't mind that though.
No. Right.
But yeah, 1 point. What is 1 point? I've dropped a message into your chat as well for a driver of the day. If there were any that you think.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, answer it in there and I'll put it in the poll. If you don't mind doing it in like the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, so
I'll
we'll have a
put it in
chat.
the poll.
Just want to speak to Jack and then
Yeah.
we'll have a thing.
All good.
Right, we'll catch you in a bit. Thank you, Zoom.
Catch you in a bit.
Right, let's get Jack in for a chatty watty.
I'm sure he'll be very thrilled to be talking to us too after that race.
Jack.
Hello.
Hello. I guess you're not very happy, so we are live. What happened with your back tyres then? Seemed a bit slidey. It was like they were on ice skates.
It's not that they were on ice skates. It was just going off the racing line didn't help myself. There was that one instance at the end of sector 1, trying to go around the outside of Tom. Just off the racing line onto the marbles, it just no traction. Lost it, and then after that point, I couldn't recover.
You gave him a little bit of respect into turn 1.
Yeah.
Backed off him. Is that because he's a friend of yours, or?
I felt bad purely on the basis of, I think it was in the sprint race where I went down the inside on 1, 2, 3, turn 4. He braked a little bit early, but I went down the inside. He gave a lot of space and then ended up getting shafted by his teammate, I think. But his teammate went into the back of him, I think it was. So I felt a little bit bad. So I wanted to show the respect going into the main race. But yeah, I just shafted myself in the end.
Yeah, it looked like it was getting a bit dark as well towards the end of the race. Was you worried about any rain or?
No, the radar didn't show anything. So, yeah, I just wanted, it was a shame really. I wanted to stay on the hards for a bit longer, but those hards dropped off, and I took too much curb on the final corner, and I lost my wing. I thought that was going to be my race over, like fully DNF, but I wanted to do a few more laps on the hards and get on the softs for a final push. So yeah, lost out on some big points today.
Yeah. Well, thank you for chatting with us, and we will speak to you soon, Jack.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Catch you a bit.
See you later.
Right. Guys, thank you for tuning into the stream. Yeah, it was a difficult race. Difficult track, isn't it, Tom, to be fair? It's a nice track, but a very difficult one.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. Next week we have Qatar.
We do. Next week, we don't know. We have Austria,
Oh, sorry.
I believe. We've had... Am I wrong?
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I was
Yeah.
looking at the wrong calendar.
Yeah, round 4 is Austria next week. Night
Was-
lights out at 9 p.m. again, so catch us here at 9 p.m. For the best racing action of Bunker League racing. And Kai, will you be joining us again next week?
Well, we will see on Friday.
We will see on Friday. Right, guys, thanks for tuning in. And we'll catch you next week.